We like gold, we like silver, we like hoes, we got goals, we just human, we don't know, yo, we ain't stupid. The only person holding my back is myself. I don't know anything, I just roam 7 seas, I just walk 7 lands. I am a human being, but power rests in my hand. I think I just made a fan, came a long way from lunch tables. I challenge this man, I rap, I win. I challenge this man, I rap, I win. I challenge this man. Fist fight, it ain't right, but I just killed off his clan. Living off the scraps of old heroes isn't super. Matter of fact, it makes me the janitor.
Janitor, hello, Mad Hatters. It's your girl, Nikki, because I'll be with the truth in front of. Are you a mind? Pockets of the people. We're in a new setting. We're in a different setting today. It's not our norm. It's not our view. But it is our norm and it is our view. Excuse me, you know. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host. Today is Thoughtful Thursday. I go by the name of Nikki New, aka Nick to the New. Creator founder of Argh U Mad. Here at Argh U Mad, we are changing the narrative of mental health from an African woman's perspective, one podcast episode at a time, while keeping mindful and 30 minutes or less and stay here in a different setting. This is not our norm, but this is our norm. For those of you who don't know, this is my season. We are in the season of Cancer. All right, it starts between the month of the end of June to the mid-July. So I say this is not our normal. It's not our normal setting because for those of you who don't know, the Cancerian is the symbol of a crab, and crabs are usually out on the beach. And the irony about all of this is that I was just like, it was compelled to go live, not just go live, but come forward, you have to see the people, talk to the people, connect with the people. So as I was coming forth, I've been listening to recently, who is probably old to you guys, but new to me, Miss Tasha K. And I have been enjoying her content, like thoroughly enjoying her content. You could probably I would probably call myself airport. What does she call people? You know how we're the Mad Hatters? The folks are the winos. I love it. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all that she is bringing, and congratulations to her. This is just random, but I did make might as well give credit where credit's due. Congratulations to her. I watched this morning her live yesterday as she's preparing to celebrate her 20th wedding anniversary, which is 20 years is a beautiful thing. I don't know. I've never been married, so I don't know what it is to be married for a year, let alone 20 years. So shout out to her. She makes it. Part of the reason why I enjoy her content is that she's speaking from a married woman's perspective, which I thoroughly enjoy. A southern married woman's perspective, which I wholeheartedly appreciate. And she's married to an African man, and I think it's so dope how she shares raising her children with an African, and she touches on how it's not as easy, to be married for as long, but she does she does make it. She's inspiring me. She's inspiring me because I'm not gonna hold you. Marriage scares me. I don't want to say it still scares me because listening to Tasha K, actually she's selling it, baby. She's making it sound really good, and I am a baby mother, as they call it. That is a woman who has a child without being married, even though that was never my intention in this life. However, due to lessons that we all must learn, it's a part of the program, right? It's a part of the program. You live and you learn. So I am a baby mother, so to speak. So I appreciate you listening to a wife's perspective who's been in the game 20 years. Well, 20 years. 20 years is a beautiful thing. I remember visiting my cousin in Ghana and celebrating her 20-year anniversary 20 years ago. So that speaks enough about my age, but that's enough in itself. So that's a milestone, and kudos and congratulations to her. So moving right along. So today we are entitling today the inspiration to today. She calls it, I think it's White Wine Wednesday. So as I came on, I said, okay, it's Thursday. We'll make it Thoughtful Thursday. And there was a few things that were brought to my attention as I was going throughout the day. Things like notes that I jot in my Ankara journal, which I've been wrapping for a few years now. And mean, I don't know I don't care what you use. Just make sure you're writing your notes down. Just make sure you're writing your thoughts down. I'm the type of person that thoughts come to me all the time, so I have to write them down. So in my Argh journal today, as I was in deep meditation and listening to and consuming information at the same time, because I'm multitasking. So I overheard Laura LaRosa today, this morning on the Breakfast Club, give a shout out to 50 Cent. And I didn't listen to her full story, but it was enough for me to go in and do my own search. And I heard her stating that congratulations to 50, but it may not be a congratulations to Diddy. And what I did catch up on, looking through, did I write it down? Yeah, forgive me. I'm on big auntie energy right now. It's made for me right now. I hope you guys can hear this, and I hope you guys are enjoying this experience. You got the ocean view. All right, I need this umbrella. I didn't bring a beach umbrella. This is very impromptu because I live near the coastline. So, a beach day is literally up the street around the corner, which I'm so grateful for. And again, being this is my element and all. But back to the situation on here. It's me with my little cloth. I'm glad I brought it. It's like an old Argh U Mad shirt too, and I just said, let me grab it. But I already did Tasha K. So now we're gonna go into 50 Cent. Is nominated for 3 Emmys in Sean Combs' The Reckoning docuseries. Usually I would have photos, but as you can see, I got a lot going on. I don't even need photos, but you get it. So I did do my searches, and this is what it says here. Look, we need our shields to protect the devices. Yes, because I said I had to do Google. Is 50 Cent for a nomination for his Diddy doc? Literally what my search said. And here goes co-pilot. Yes. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson's Netflix docuseries, according to XL Magazine, is where they got their source, and then along with one other source, states that, yes, Curtis 50 Cent's Netflix docuseries, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, has been nominated for three Emmy Awards, and at the 2026 Emmys, the nominations announced on July 8th, which was yesterday. Outstanding documentary. Yes. I'm just gonna comment on your point. Yes. Outstanding. And listen, and it's cancer season. And he got the Emmy nomination in cancer season. I believe his birthday. I don't know if his birthday is already passed or if it's coming up, but I know I believe he's an early July Cancer. And nonetheless, oh my God, the full circle. Listen, stop it. That was an outstanding documentary. I have to tell you, I think I have clips of me discussing the docuseries. How moved I was. Oh, geez, I'm rubbing the dirt on his skin. How moved I was in the concealer. How moved I was by that docuseries. Because again, he's a Cancerian, so he's going to catch it. He's going to catch those nuances that a lot of folks may overlook. And he and that whoever I forget the director, they did an outstanding job. I think she goes by Alex. Outstanding directing for a documentary non-fiction program. Alex, yep, that's the Alex Stapleton. And the next one, outstanding picture editing for a non-fiction program. Don't really know what that means, but I will say that it did. It was quite compelling. It was quite the documentary. When I think about a documentary, this is what, like, when I'm looking to watch a documentary, these are the things that I enjoy about a documentary. A documentary that's going to move me, that's going to give me a chronological timeline for it to paint the true picture, or the best picture that they can paint with the information that they have to paint it with. Kudos to 50 Cent. I mean, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. We'll continue to watch it. We'll continue to follow this along as we'll continue to follow this. If he wins this Emmy, this Emmy will be his trophy for being the troll of the century. Like he will literally have a trophy, an Emmy. He'll receive an Emmy for the troll. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I love it. I mean, you take heed to everything that people say to you. But some things, if you're hearing it more than once, then it's probably, time to just self-reflect. Self-reflect. I don't know what is going on, but why are my nails breaking? Sorry, y'all. Anyway, it is what it is. I guess it's time for a pedicure. Back to the situation I am. Next one. Oh, yeah. Okay, I put down Tasha K because I wrote down the Amanda Bynes. But I also put down her wedding anniversary. So I already spoke about her wedding anniversary. But she brought up Amanda Bynes in last night's online white line Wednesdays. But we already discussed Tasha K. So what is this? Oh, this was a good one because she did say something about it as well, and I also want to touch on it on this Thoughtful Thursday. Let's be mindful. Our icons are humans too, and I want to send some love and light to Brandy. And I see you all clowning Brandy. Actually, I didn't really see the clowning. I forget which. I think it was Being Black is Lit on IG is where I saw them. Is where I saw the mention of you all, like kind of mocking Brandy. Let's remember this woman has been through so much, in this life, and we're just grateful to have her. We're grateful for all that she's put forth in the universe for us to enjoy as children. All right, like everybody say Moesha. Like, let's put some respect on her name. But before we go into all that she's done, I just want to make a great light to how I was presented with this information. So I was like, too much spoilers, whatever, just entertaining information, right? Consuming information. And they were saying if they actually had her side by side by Chadwick Boseman, like last summer, we were laughing at Chadwick Boseman. We see later on what happened, and we reviewed that. Obviously, we don't wish for that to happen at all. Did they got a fish in this? Oh no, that's right. Lunch is served. This single got the fish, and he is about to go and enjoy that. I'm like, is that a fish in it? He's about to go and enjoy that. But my prayers are out to Brandy that it is not as severe, as what Chadwick Boseman had undergone during his health. But each and every day, we're striving to do better. Most of us, at least, or make conscious, healthy decisions. And as you get older, may your prayer be for, sustaining health and just longevity. There may be some days, maybe the good days, some days may be bad. And he also, like her brother, was also one of the things. So let's put some respect on our icons, please, and let's give them an opportunity to also enjoy the human experience as well. All right. So I just wanted to say that. And love and light to Brandy. Don't worry, Brandy. Okay, Brandy is when we know what's sitting up in my room. Okay, sitting up, giving us all these classics. I love Brandy. I love her. Like, she can do no wrong in my eyes. Even though we've watched her, live, grow up in front of our eyes, literally. So let's not forget it. I remember when Moesha came out, when they were doing the promo. Everybody say Moesha. What? It's gonna be so hype with my homegirl. Shout out to Kiana. If you know, you know. Right? And last but not least, I got a lot of this from Tasha K. And I see why. I love her. I love her. She is it's not even a guilty pleasure because I'm not even guilty. She's calling it wine and gossip, but is it really gossip, or is it her just telling the truth, or telling her perspective of the truth? That's a public documentation, or her sources. I don't know who her sources are, but what it is. Like, I just like her. But anyway, she said she discussed something about I don't know who the influencer is that is influencing young women to go to, I think she said Miami, and she's not the first person that I'm seeing discussing this. Like, be careful about going to Miami because they mentioned how many minutes are we in? But we're still only 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm still gonna be mindful. We're still early, and then I learned that from Miss Ash Cake. She was like, you can't be early customers and all kind of stuff. But they were saying that modern day trick is actually turning into modern day, what do they do when people are taken against their will? What is that called? And they can't get away, and they're subject to do things that they don't want to do. Exactly. That shook my soul. That shook my soul, and especially out in Miami or wherever. But you think of Miami, you think of beaches, right? You just think of beautiful people, and so forth and so on. And she made some good points about people not wanting to pay their bills or trying to find an easy way out. I get it, yo. I get it. Market rate is crazy, and in Miami, I know what's even crazier. Okay, market rate for housing is disrespectful. It is disrespectful, and I get it. We all want a way out, but as this beautiful high life song that I love to share with my daughter, she probably can't stand. No shortcuts to heaven. I don't know if you know it. No shortcuts to heaven. Dun, 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 dun. I always tell my daughter. I always say it to my daughter. No shortcuts to heaven, meaning there's no easy way out. Trust me, we all tried. I've tried. Okay, I tried to be a city girl. Failed. Epic fail. Now, I am from the city, and I'm, of course, I was, born a woman, aka city girl, but whatever. The point is that I tried it. And it's not even in my nature. It truly is not in my nature. I don't want someone to have that kind of power over me because they've offered something, or they have covered some of my expenses or whatnot. I recently tried. I keep getting hit. I keep telling you, I keep getting hit time and time again. God keep like, stop it. And I love it. Tasha K kept saying that. She was like, no, like there's better ways. Like do not sell. Do not. We're not supposed to. And I get it. I understand. We are ladies, and yes, we are supposed to be. We're supposed to receive. But if we have to, I'm learning that if we need to tell a man that we're supposed to receive, that we shouldn't even be entertaining any gentleman. Because when you start like putting price tags and so forth and so on, it gets messy. Then you find yourself in a situation that you probably shouldn't be in the first place. So, ladies, please avoid it, because the man broke it down. I hope I saved it. He said, you hang out with your homegirls. I'm just paraphrasing one of the posts I saw. They said, you hang out with your homegirls first, and then you have a good time. You wake up not remembering what happened the night before, where you see 5 bands, but you get 5 bands, right? And then you say, okay, well, let's try it again. Let's do it again with the same homegirls. Next thing you know, you've been sold to somebody for 75 racks, and now you can't go anywhere. I was like, so you thought you came up with a lick, right? Okay. I got this money from having a good time and just being beautiful. Don't get me wrong. There's a thing called bride prices and stuff like that. Like I get it. We are supposed to be gifted. We are supposed to be showered in gifts. I understand. And if that's the case, just find an African. That's the best thing I can tell you. I know that the Africans, most of them, know what to do, how they're to court a woman. But outside of that, no, like dating, no. I tried. I mean, trust me, I was unsuccessful. I tried. I was like, hey, aren't you supposed to? They were like, yeah. Got played hard, real hard. And so don't do it. And I'd rather take getting played than sit somewhere that I can't give back to my loved ones. All right. So I'm just taking a gentle route. That's probably more for the exclusive newsletter subscribers, and we can go into more details with that conversation. And I'm probably going to do that next. So I just wanted to come on this thoughtful Thursday and just remind us to continue to be thoughtful to our fellow man. All right. What else? Did I have anything else? And just a quick message. Let me see. Let me add that. This was not because I had the subject that I wanted to discuss, but this one was on my heart. And Natasha K made a good point about how Black women are the most watched. Like people consume so much of any content that have us in there that we're in, and I see that. I notice how I gravitate more to when it comes to cinema and anything on the big screen that has Black women in it, Black men too, but Black women as well. And I just wanted to a little reminder, of course, as a dark skinned woman growing up in America, right? Knowing what a beautiful dark skinned father. And my father was dark, right? Dark. That's why I have an attraction for dark skinned men. My father was his wife's sweetheart. Like, it's my first love, right? So our dads are used to our first love basic relationship that we have with them. And my dad was like my guy. So, as dark skinned women, do you know how much we love dark skinned men? Guess what? It takes dark skinned women to create dark skinned men, right? When a dark skinned man loves a dark skinned woman as well, or at least close enough to it. When a Black woman, when Black love procreates, we create these beautiful, highly melanated beings. And I noticed that there's this one guy, I forget his name, Forever. I think it's Forever Black. And I love his content because he goes up to Black couples and he thanks them for being couples, and he hopes that they procreate. And I think it's so funny when he says it because he pauses it and he goes, "I'm trying to say something. Wait." He stops them, and and he always stops them obviously to get their reaction after he said what he said, thank you for being with this Black woman, or thank you for being a Black couple, and thank you, so forth and so on. And I am grateful, to the parents who made me a dark skinned woman. I'm grateful even to my daughter's father who we created a beautiful dark skinned child with. And to my dark skinned women who are sometimes uncertain about their beauty and are unsure how to go about their look, understand that the way God created you is the most beautiful way that you can live and you can be. And I was watching. I'm so bad with all of these people. I need to write more of these people's names down, because there was another woman that was talking about. She asked AI, why are Black women the most why is everybody always on Black women? Not everybody this, but why are everyone always focus on what Black women are doing, whatnot. And it was basically saying how the Black women set the standard, we set the tone for what's cool. We gotta get the cosign for everything. We, for the foundational Black, because I'm not gonna say we because y'all are really Black, but my folks are Ghanaian, so I'm not separated from all African, but the Africans whose foundations are here in the U.S. are nursing. Nursing there, nursing to nurse the what? Listen, come on. So I'm so sorry if you don't see your beauty when you look at yourself in the mirror and feel that you need to use either bleaching cream, or feel like you need to add the weaves or straighten your hair. Straighten hair, not straighten your hair, because your hair, you can do whatever you want, just grow out of your scalp. Hello? But if you feel like you can't rock the fro and you can't leave out, you can't leave the house without the fro. Without the hair straight. We looking at this. It's getting the self-hatred is digging a little deeper, and it's maybe some people want to see a therapist. I usually have black women therapists, but I may get a black man therapist because Sasha K mentioned that she had a black man therapist for a few years. I've had women of color, but I may need to get a black male therapist for myself. Come to think about it, maybe I'll get over my fear of marriage, but that's another story. But anyways, let's stick to the situation at hand. But I had someone who I consider a friend reach out to me as I was speaking to a woman earlier today, and I'm gonna have to go soon, but I'm gonna make this quick. And this friend that I've known for over 20 years now, I want to say, yeah, almost 25 years now, had asked me recently about, like, I think my lock process and how I, what I went about it and so forth and so on. And they were kind of like recollecting um, my experiences when I first started. And there's nothing wrong with the question being asked. The only thing that is taking me aback is that I've had my locks for, my daughter will be 12, so close to 12 years. And not once was there any question about my journey, my process, my thoughts, my whatnot. And I found it a little odd because there was an intensity behind it as well. See, it was one thing to ask because I had meant to get in contact with this person as well because it was like their child's birthday, or my nephew's birthday, I want to call it. The babies. We still love babies. Two of my nephew's birthdays I missed, and it wasn't intentionally. It was just life, but it's in my heart. So sometimes you don't always get a chance to wish the person, but in your heart is almost it's kind of like that. You send it to the higher. Happy birthday, or when I get a chance, I'll send them something or whatnot. But because I already missed the baby's birthday, I already had like a little guilt in my heart. So I was like, all right, I'll get it. I'll call them back. And they kept like persisting. And I'm like, but what is the urgency? And so now I'm like, wait. So now I'm taking a step back, like, wait, why? I've been locked for 11 full years. No one is cared to ask about anything. What were your thoughts about it? And it's okay. Like, it's no big deal. But because I missed one call, now there's an emphasis for it. And then on top of that, they were asking about lock extensions. I don't know nothing about lock extensions. I know nothing about locks extensions. Because I didn't start with the extensions. I started raw dog. And no shade to y'all who did start with the extensions, but I don't know. I'm from a person who started from the bottom and had to embrace the phase. There's a beauty. There's a beauty in starting wherever you are. And I saw this woman today who's an elder woman, and she had the wigs, and it looked so pretty. It was so dope. And I'm not a big fan of the wigs. For real. I'm like, sometimes I'm kind of like, But she said, I did this myself. And she said, I asked people around, and there's nothing wrong with asking people around to get insights, but don't force your questions, first of all, because hearts are already spiritual in itself, right? It's already dealing with hair. You know how we don't black women, how we are about our hair, right? Like an artist, I'm sensitive about my sensitive about my tail. But the point that I'm making is that this woman, obviously, she did her researches and so forth and so on, and she made it work for her. She told me that she kept her crochet hat on for almost a year. She would only take it, like when she would go out, like crochet hats for her thing. And she said it was only the last 3 months that she took it out. So what is that? We're in July now. That was in April when she took her hat off. And she started wearing it out. And when I tell you she looks so beautiful, it's like she looks like a little girl. Obviously she's a grown woman, but there's something about black women when we wear our natural hair, it like takes us back to the little girl. Especially when you got the roots, like when you got like the little when the roots are like when you're if you're a loose natural, you rock it when you rock your puffs. If you have locks, when you let the roots grow out, and your loose natural, you can actually shape your loose natural in like different ponytails. done. All right. So shout out to my girlies who are out here embracing their beauty. Shout out to my sister who is on her lock journey. Um, and I'm still, I don't know. Maybe we should have a debate. Like, how do we feel about folks who have the locks? I know I'm a little biased about the extensions. I am biased about the extensions because again, there's a beauty in the transformation when you start from wherever you are that I, as a person who's had locks for 12 years, appreciate. Because once they get long, as a hater once said to me, they're just long. And but even though they're long, there's stories with them, you know. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the extensions. I feel like you're cheating the process, and you're not only cheating the process, you're cheating yourself out of the process because there's a beauty, in my opinion, in the stages. Like you will see it whenever if I do decide to share. Like as my daughter was small, and as she's growing up, you can see like the length of my locks. They're like got it short, but I didn't get along. Listen, I gotta go. I spent a lot more. I spent a lot longer. I spent a lot more time than I intended. So I'm gonna. Can I move this? I can move this. Okay, the sun is not beating too much. And I'm gonna start heading out, but oh, the sun is coming back, so I'm gonna go because I don't want any of my devices to overheat. And I'm glad I was able to come out and do this. It was on my spirit to do. When I tell you I was determined to come forth today, I was sincerely determined to come forth today to speak and to come live and to create this or to share space with you guys. All right. So as always, feel free to visit arghumad.com if you want to patronize our shop to support what we have going on. That encourages me to keep coming forward, even though I continue to do my assignment. I feel like this is part of my assignment to come forward and to keep us mindful. So that was my moment.